Why?
To encourage public discourse on issues that affect the welfare of the nation, economic policies, social policies, as an integral part of a national monetary policy. I want to share, after responding, after viewing the short presentation and listening to Seri, let me say, the focus is not taxation. I've always held the view that taxation should be a secondary issue in any reasonable public policy, economic policy initiative. The first priority must be of governance. This is not necessarily a new, innovative idea. From the days of Ibrahim ibn Khaldun to Wang Anshe, the new Confucianist in China, always asserted that we must begin in the issue of governance, whether we can ensure that there is no unnecessary leakages, absconding of public wealth, corruption, because you can correct these excesses, then you can relate whether there is that necessity to tax further. Because taxation is something that is essential only if it is deemed to be so critical. So discussion with the VAT or GST, it is relevant, but don't ever forget the fact that this country has inherited, frankly, a major problem of governance, of endemic corruption, which is even systemic. You know the figures about debt, deficit, which we have to grapple with, not because the economy has lost its capacity to grow, or the fundamentals are considered to be weak, but because the way we govern, and we tolerate this. When I say we, it's not only confined to politicians, academicians, scholars, corporate leaders, who in many was complicit to the excesses and the crime. And therefore, I sincerely welcome this sort of engagement, even to the extent of being critical of government policies or the recent budget or the Prime Minister. It doesn't matter. But what's important is we are focused on the idea of improving the issue of governance. Now it's 10 months. I've been looking at the decisions of the past. I'm not here to just rebuke and use this forum to just criticize the past, because we have also to monitor the present. But name me one reasonable tender or privatization that's considered to be transparent and orderly. No. Losses are by the billions. I wouldn't be specific here. The latest is, of course, the airline fiasco. The questions raised: what are the source of the funds? Where was approval being given? The issue of governance must take precedence. Then we talk about whether the government shows enough concern and care. I wouldn't deny the fact that Malaysia has got exceptional in this, as all governments in the past do give major consideration to the welfare of the urban poor to an extent, the rural poor, rural heartland. You can see, in comparison to most developing economies, the infrastructure is relatively much better, but the leakages are horrendous. We don't need to subsidize the rich. So this policy has at least reduced the problem. So I think now we are considering, I was discussing with Amisa. First we have this tax on sugar products, on these sweet drinks, etc. We made very clear. Number one, it's not a necessity, except this for PICC and some five-star hotels. Secondly, whatever is accrued from there take it to the Treasury, will allocate purely for medical, diabetic, and treatment of sugar-related diseases. So whatever policy we embark upon, to me, very fundamental for a country to ensure that there is that focus on the issue of governance. I've taken a very strong stance on this, uncompromising, and there's caused a lot of problems and issues and challenges. But alhamdulillah, for now, government's stable. The first few months, it's slightly, not turbulent, but slight turmoil, as you say. Now it's very stable. And the commitment of all coalition leaders is to stay the course until the next elections. So we have, inshallah, with good health, 4 years to go, at least the time to embark on more radical policies and reform of the economy. So this discussion in Symposium is, to my mind, timely. Yes, for greater prosperity of the country, prosperity for all. Which means some issues like FRA, Financial Responsibility Act, has been introduced and passed, and whatever is necessary, it doesn't matter. Of course, it's very difficult. People have announced FRA for years. Nobody wants to do it because actually it's surrendering part of your wealth, your power. You know, the Minister of Finance, by having FRA, means you are being curtailed in some of your latitude, space to work with, and then you transgress what you promised. You're answerable to the Parliament or public debate. But I think we should be transparent. We should face the music. That's the system. And that, hopefully, because of the clarity in policies, first, political stability. Second, clarity of policies. So we have the economic model, we have economic energy transition plan, we have the industrial master plan, and we have even the recent midterm review of the 12th Malaysia plan, which is not just an ordinary review, but some major adjustments are being made. But what is, to my mind, uncompromising is the policy to, other than growth and economic issues, but to really show enough compassion and help for